YouTube, hello. It is your second favorite attorney in Lorneography. Don't think I'll ever be able to take that title from Shins, but hello. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be episode one of my chronology through the Casey calls. I am doing, I guess the one difference I'm doing from what Wes and Nuggies do, 'cause I'm going to give them credit, obviously, for doing the chronology first, is I'm going to be using the Sigmund chronology order, and it does have some extra videos that Blue Boy released kind of after the original 87. Such as like Lawrence Life in a Fart Jar, the itinerary. So there's going to be more than 87 videos in this series. Well, if I ever finish, I posted a community note like a month ago that I was going to start doing this, and then just got around to doing it today. But it has been a busy time of year, so I'm getting to it. So yeah, we're starting with Casey episode one. We are technically skipping the emails and the text part one, but I did do the text in a live stream. And maybe I'll just do the emails and I'll stream here soon. I don't know how fun reacting to the emails by myself and with no live chat will be. So this is going to be my first kind of quote unquote long form solo video. I've uploaded obviously some compilations where I just recorded a brief intro, but this will be the first time doing a call and stuff by myself. So please, any feedback, please let me know in the comments. Also, there's an email and my Discord are in my bio, so please feel free to reach out. For the first handful of videos, I'll probably be watching on like 1.1 or 1.15 speed, just because, more like happy slash giddy excited Lorne is no one's favorite, especially not mine. In these first couple of calls, he's just so happy to finally be talking to Casey um, that it kind of drives you a little crazy. But yeah, I we'll hop in. Um, I'm gonna try to probably just do one call per video. Um, Although I guess there are some calls that are maybe like under 10 minutes. So if those kind of line up, um, maybe we'll just do more. But yeah, again, we'll play by ear. Again, please just let me know any feedback you have. It's good to dive into some content again. It's been a while. The last month it's just been crazy, but with tax day finally almost here, definitely be able to have a little more free time and want to start making some content again. So thanks for listening to this intro. We will dive in. Again, this is going to be Casey episode one. It's on the Blue Boy channel. I will hopefully remember to put the Sigmund Casey chronological order playlist in the description. But if I don't, someone please yell at me. But yeah, so let's get started.
Hi,
Hello?
there you are. I can hear you this time.
Aw,
Uh, it feels good to hear your voice.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
What are you doing?
I am sitting on my bed watching TV and eating watermelon.
Eating water.
The woman of your dreams. What are you doing? Sitting on bed, watching a movie, eating watermelon. Who eats watermelon in bed? Is my question.
Watermelon. For dinner?
Yeah, yeah, well, kind of. I was trying to bake today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot today. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you eat today?
today, all day long, what did I eat? I had a bowl of cereal this morning and a banana
Yeah.
and a glass of orange juice.
Jeesh.
And for lunch, I think I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then I had
What's funny? There's nothing funny about that.
well,
Like, does he think he's just like being so cute? I like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah. Like, is that endearing to Casey?
Roy had, I don't know, some things
Who
you bought from the
cares?
store, cheeseburger and chicken burger things.
Does she know who Roy
Grilled
Oh,
is?
cheeseburger. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
I usually don't eat them cheeseburgers from the store. I like my own
You don't?
grilled cheeseburgers. But I
You
had
like
that.
grilling?
I love grilling. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
me too.
Yeah, and I make burgers perfect.
No,
Like
you
Do
don't.
you?
literally nice
How
and
do you make them?
juicy. I just I used to put Montreal steak
Sure.
seasoning on them,
Sure.
but
Mm-hmm.
I ran out of the Montreal steak seasoning. I'm like, well, I don't have anything to put on them, but I'm gonna see how it tastes with just me making the burger. So I
No
did
seasoning?
that. Huh?
You didn't put any seasoning on them?
I started and I didn't that time, but it
Hmm.
turned out so good. It was like, oh my god.
So right there, I mean, obviously we know Lorne is full of shit. We've all seen his grill, the way it cooks. He puts it on the cooling rack, blah blah blah. But just the fact that he thinks an unseasoned burger is quote unquote perfect is just enough to know that this man has no taste buds from smoking for 40 years. Because that burger probably tastes like shit.
So I started putting
Want a bite?
seasoning on them.
Oh, well, that works
And
for you.
it was awesome. So I kept doing it, and
Wow.
it's nice and juicy, and damn, so good. I
No.
actually was gonna make them tonight, but Roy pulled
Yeah.
that out. Like, I'm tired. I didn't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I
I'll
just
have
made
Watermelon
watermelon
today.
instead.
Huh?
I had
Huh?
watermelon today. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, do I sound good?
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ugh. I mean, like, that is enough for him to get all squeaky and giggly and saying, do I sound good? Thank you.
You sound good too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from Maine, but I didn't
Oh, are
actually have
you?
a lobster until like 4 years ago.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah,
You
because
lived in Maine your whole life? Well,
yeah,
besides
well,
briefly.
yeah. Besides, well,
Yeah,
I
briefly
lived
when
in
you were in
Maine until I
prison.
was 19 or almost 20.
Mhm.
Then I went in the Air Force for 2 years. Then I came back to Maine for a year. Then I went out to Washington State for 3.5 years. Came back to Maine for another year. Went back out to
Mhm.
Washington State for another 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I
Oh
went down to
wow.
Oklahoma. Yeah, I went to Oklahoma for like 3 months. When I was 18, I moved to California for 3 months.
What were you doing out here?
Actually, my uncle, two of my uncles lived out there, and two of my brothers lived out there.
Mhm.
Um, they were installing dry cleaning equipment.
Wow.
Oh.
Riveting stuff.
And my
And remember, we are 3.5 minutes into a phone call with, his dream lady. And if you listen to the text, for like 2 weeks has been begging for. And at 3.5 minutes, he is talking about when his uncles had a installing dry cleaning equipment business. No Riz, this man.
first uncle that was out there, he'd been out there since he was 19.
Yeah.
He's he's dead now, but
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry to
um,
hear that.
yeah, that was rough. He had dementia.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he made a lot of money out there doing dry cleaning, and my other uncle, he went out there and he made a lot of money out there doing dry cleaning. He's still the second uncle's still alive.
So Lauren, have you made a lot of
And
money
then
He still
or?
lives out
Roy,
there.
no, he actually moved back here. I don't know, probably must be 15, 20 years ago now. He moved back here, but he's got like I don't know, 12, 14 rental houses. So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he makes a lot. He's got a lot of money.
that's
But
nice.
yeah, yeah. And, Roy and Paul, they were out there for I don't know,
And
must
who
have
are
been
they?
Good
uh,
question. Huh?
Roy and who?
Roy and Paul, my brothers, both my brothers.
Oh, oh, you
Two
have two
two of my
brothers.
brothers. Yeah, well, actually, I have four brothers.
Oh
One sister.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. My sister's the oldest. Her
Mm-hmm.
name is Lori. Then
Okay.
there's Ralph. Then there's Ralph, Roy, Paul, Richard, and I'm the youngest.
Who
Oh
cares?
yeah.
So how many siblings do you have?
Good question.
I just have an older brother.
Oh, really?
I will say I will give Lauren credit for maybe one of the first times ever he was asked a question, he answered it somewhat intelligently, and then instead of saying some other bullshit or whatever, he just asked, "Hey, how many siblings do you have?" This is what a normal person does on like a first date. So honestly, I'm not going to give it to him much, but good to you, Lauren.
Like,
Mhm.
how much older is he than you?
A couple years.
A couple years.
Mhm.
So have you lived out in California all your life?
No.
No, I'm from New Jersey.
Really?
Mhm.
You're from the East Coast and you moved out to the West Coast?
Yeah.
Bitch, you did the same fucking thing. You just admitted that you lived in California for a few months. You lived in Washington State. What are we even talking about?
What's
Happy
wrong with
work.
you?
Sunny
I
out
want
here.
to. I know,
So
but
nice.
There's money out on the East Coast too.
I
Yeah.
don't like the weather.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
how much have
bad.
you
Oh,
how much have you played in the weather though?
The fuck are
Like
you
much have I
talking
skiing,
played?
about?
snowmobiling.
All the
Yes, the
time. You know it
skiing.
snows in New Jersey, right?
He doesn't.
Well,
No.
yeah, but not like Maine though.
Yeah.
Well,
New
yeah,
Jersey, that's just a little bit of snow in New Jersey. That's not enough to
it's a
have fun
lot of
in.
snow.
Not in New Jersey.
Does like yes, it snows more in Maine, sure, but like he just doesn't think it snows a lot in New Jersey? I don't know. Let's see, actually, like, what's average snowfall in New Jersey? Uh, okay, yeah, so 27 inches. The northern zone gets 40 to 50 inches. Pause. Maine, on average, between 50 to 70, so sure. Yeah, so I mean, like, there are parts of New Jersey that upper average is what Maine's lower average is. Like, that's not that crazy to be like, yeah, no, it snows a lot in New Jersey.
Jersey, it's not enough to have fun in. You can't go snowmobile in New Jersey.
No, I think you can. Almost assuredly. You can go fucking there's my friend had a snowmobile trip in Virginia. Like, and Virginia is more south than New Jersey.
You end up
You can go skiing,
snowmobile mud.
snowboarding,
Yeah.
You end up snowmobile
snow
mud
mud.
Now that
or
is funny,
muddy
Lauren.
mobile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, I'm
yeah,
from there. I think I know better than you.
No.
yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Ugh, gross. Gross, gross,
uh,
gross.
you can't do that in California though, unless you go to the mountains.
Great. I don't want to.
You want to come back to Maine and do it in Maine?
Gross.
Mm, I don't know.
I really think you'd love Maine.
Why's
It's so
that?
pretty here because it's so pretty here, and it's just like the weather is year round. It's you know,
Hello?
and the people are so different than they are.
Sorry, you
In,
cut out.
in,
I can hear you.
hold on a second. Let me
Okay.
put my phone over by the window so that way
Yeah.
the signal's a little rugged here.
Well, we have signal out here.
You got signal out there?
Cali- yeah, California's better.
In
It
California's
is.
winter
No, not what
Better.
she said.
Better.
weather.
Better.
Better.
Better. Better.
There you go. I was trying to figure out which word you were saying, weather or better. Maine better. I've been to California. I did like California,
Mhm.
but I didn't like it.
What part?
Didn't like it as much as. We lived. See, my uncles lived in Fullerton, in Anaheim.
Oh,
Well, yeah, they
oh,
lived in
okay.
Fullerton.
Near Anaheim.
Yeah, yeah. I actually where I lived was actually right in Anaheim, actually right next to Fullerton.
Oh, okay. How long did you live out here?
I lived there for 3 months, but then when I was in Washington State the second time, I wound up getting my CDL, and I would go for Snyder. So I did the 11 Western states, and so I would
Oh,
always go
okay.
down I-5 right down through California. So
Oh, all right.
like constantly go down
Cool.
I-5. Yeah, I loved that for 3 months. I loved that. Then there was all different things that I'd see, but the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
3 months was just really boring. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm definitely not an over the road truck driver.
Oh, yeah. I'd never be able to do that.
Yeah, no, that got very lonely very quickly.
I bet.
So, so I found other different jobs,
Are
driving
you
truck
working?
for a septic system
Are you
for
working now,
a septic
Lauren? Or
business out there that
yeah,
I actually wound up
Mhm.
becoming best friends with them and with the owners of it. And yeah, that was probably one of the best jobs I've ever had working for them.
maybe one of the only jobs you had.
Why'd you
But,
go back to Maine then?
huh?
Huh?
Why'd you leave that job? You went back to Maine?
Yeah. I I I think I was just ready to come back.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
there was a couple different reasons. One was I was ready to come back, and the other was even though they were my best friends and they owned the company that I was working for, it's like they became a Fortune 500 company. So these Fortune 500
Because of Lorne. They only become a Fortune 500 company because of Lorne.
come Fortune 500 people came in
Yeah.
and showed them a different way to run the company so they'd make more money. Well, them
Mm,
making more money increased
damn
the
them.
amount of money that I was making by a
Yeah.
significant amount.
They explain that again. They made more money, so you made what? Less.
I would love to listen to Lorne try to explain the tariff situation going on right now. Like, if this is how he explains how he lost his job because they cut wages to make more money, like, imagine him trying to explain the 125% tariff on China right now.
Less money?
Yeah, they well, the more money that they made was because it was coming out of my check.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gak, 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 gak.
Yeah,
weird.
see, I would make commission off things that I would sell.
Hmm.
I'd make hourly
Hmm.
plus commission. So I'd make more off commission than I would off my hourly pay.
Wow. What a
And
Oh,
concept.
it's like I'd sell something for $50 or for 198 dollars, I think it was, and I'd make $50 commission off of that. But then when the Fortune 500 people came in, they told them there's no reason for you to give $50 worth of commission
Correct. Isn't, I mean, I've never had a sales job like that, but isn't 25% commission like absolutely insane?
to your employees when they'd be satisfied with $15 off, of
hmm.
commission. And they said if your employees now don't like it, then they'll quit or they'll deal with it. But you'll get
True.
other employees to come in and they'll like being able to get the $15 commission. So it's just a
Hmm.
matter of time before all their original employees quit.
Yeah.
So, so they got all new employees in there. They made more money, but then they wound up getting divorced. She
So,
bought the company from him, and it was a mess. And they had twins at the
Oh
time that they
yeah.
were getting a divorce.
who
But
Wow.
cares?
yeah,
She
that was
doesn't know these people.
that was a trip.
Hmm. What
But
do you do
I,
for work
I
now?
Good question.
right now I actually drive truck, and I'm actually the
Oh.
job that I told you about
Hmm.
is I actually should be starting on Saturday.
Oh,
You
so you
guys
don't
know.
actually work right now. Okay,
Oh, how
gotcha.
Well,
exciting.
Gotcha, gotcha.
yeah,
What do you do right now? Well, that
well,
job, I do this. Well, the job I told you about, I should be starting Saturday. So you're not working right now, I think is the answer there. Could be wrong, but that's how I read
Hmm.
yeah, it's gonna be a real tough job.
that.
I'll be
Yeah, I'm sure.
I
driving up and down
bet.
the interstate.
You
Yeah,
never do that.
Down-
gak.
up and down 95. That's pretty much all I'll be doing is dropping and hooking trailers, FedEx trailers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're not
For
dropping off
33.
packages.
No, just the tractor trailers.
Hmm.
I'll be dropping the trailers off in a yard, and then I'll be hooking onto another trailer and taking that to another spot and dropping that off. And that's all I'll be doing. And they get all the benefits too.
Wow.
Medical and dental, health, vision,
Well, we definitely know he needs dental
401k,
help.
you get everything with them.
Everything you
Yeah.
need.
Yes. Now I just need you to move out here.
Well,
See?
Oh my God, dude. We are 13 minutes into the first phone call. And I think the texts are only like 2 weeks worth. So in 2 weeks and now 13 minutes of call, it's like, hey, everything I need. I just need you to move out here. Dude, fuck off.
what part of Maine do you live in? Like near
Good
the coast?
good deflection. No, I live in the
No.
middle of fucking
Okay.
nowhere.
What part of Maine would?
I'm sorry, what was that?
No. Okay.
The coast?
No. Okay.
Coast?
No. Okay. What part of Maine would you to move out
One more time.
here? No. Okay.
Sorry, one more
The
time.
coast?
No. Okay. What part of
I know MCL would want to listen one more time. So one more time for MCL at normal speed.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Maine would you in when you were here?
I was in Portland.
You, well, you were down. way down there in the Maine.
Okay, answer her question.
That far.
I'm right in the almost in the dead center of Maine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Um, if you look at the map and you see a town named Skowhegan,
Yeah.
I'm actually right next to that town.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's called Cornville.
Cornville. What did they do in Cornville?
That can't be a
There
real
ain't a
name.
damn
Like,
thing to do in
that's insane that that's
Cornville,
a
but
real
there's all
name.
kinds of things to do all around Cornville.
No, there's
See,
not.
you're a nature girl,
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there is nothing better than waking up in the morning, going out and seeing trees. Trees.
Dude. What? Uh, I mean, just what he's saying is just one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my entire life. Anywhere you live, you can go outside and see trees, but on the presumption that she is a nature girl, wouldn't she already fucking know that seeing trees, like, is a great feeling?
Trees and
Not
grass.
trees.
Well, yeah, but you got trees, but you also got buildings
Wow.
galore.
Yeah.
You don't got buildings.
I don't have buildings. Yeah, I got buildings. I got a couple of sheds outside.
Also, like, yeah, maybe the Casey character lives like in LA, but like, can't, you know, I've only been to LA a handful of times, but like, can't you just like drive an hour or two in California and be in the middle of nowhere? Like, isn't that kind of like the appeal is you can do like the beach, the city, and the mountains, like all like, within like a very small day trip of each other?
I, I look outside. Like right now, I planted a tree actually when I what was it like a year after I got out,
No, you didn't.
and that tree is. I mean, it was probably like 2 feet high, and
Okay.
right now that tree is probably about 15 feet high, and I've got it outside my walk-in closet window.
Who cares?
I can see it, and it's just nice. It's so pretty, and I just
From where I'm sitting right now, I can see one, two, three, four, five trees through a very like the angle of the window is like very narrow, and it does absolutely nothing for me. Like, ooh, there's a tree, very cool.
grass behind that, and more
Yeah.
trees,
Wow.
and
So that's all there is, huh? Just trees.
and across the road is more trees. It's just
Wow.
nature. It's so nice, and it's
You're not.
quiet.
But he doesn't enjoy the nature. Like, yeah, I mean, okay, sorry. He's enjoying looking at the trees, but he does not hike, he doesn't kayak, he doesn't go out for a run or a walk. Like, this is just all bullshit.
I'm doing a very good job on selling me on Cornville.
Okay, well, I don't really want to live in Cornville all my life anyway.
Yeah,
I actually would like to have a house on a lake.
I'm sure.
That's what I
Oh,
want.
that'd be so pretty.
Yeah, and that's actually what I plan on getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in the next year or two.
All right. So that is the end of Casey episode 1, to be continued, of course. So yeah. Maybe I'll try to like have some like final thoughts at the end of this episode or each episode, but you know what? This one sucked. Bad. Lorne sucks. Annoying. He's just lying through his teeth. His burgers suck. His property sucks. He doesn't give a shit about nature. But in his head, trees aren't in LA, just buildings, so that's what he's got to sell on. So anyway, thank you for hanging out. Probably will upload this today. Not that it matters. Um, I might just go ahead and do episode 2 as well. So any feedback you leave me on this one probably will not become active until episode 3. But yeah, please let me know what you think. But yeah, hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and I will see you later.